it's Tuesday, and it's 8 o'clock, and you're tuned in to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush, right here on Sensation Station Network. And I'm your humble co-host, E. Glaze. And with me, as always, has to answer a lot of questions about that 11-2 mark, but he's okay today. He's okay. What's up, Maceo Hurd,
hey,
man?
I take on the world, baby. Hey, went to sleep in first place, woke up in first place, baby. So, hey, still leading the division. Still got the 1 seed.
As you can see, he's on 100 right now.
Always, baby, always. What's happening?
We got a great show for you guys today, man. Oh, been trying to get this guy in studio since we've been in the studio, but I got him in here, man. I got Coach. I got all my... Jonathan Dwyer gonna be with us today, man. We're gonna have a great show. And of course, it's Tuesday. I mean, we crushing NFL with May's High Finest.
Yes, sir.
Erica,
yes, sir.
what's happening?
You know, I like that intro.
You paying? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that intro, Glaze. That was awesome. Yes, that's right.
I got scolded on this on film last week. I got scolded last week.
I see you doing film review.
Yeah, I have to, man.
I see.
Quietly.
Okay.
Man, we got a call on the Cricket Wireless hotline, Maceo.
Hey, caller, what you crushing on? Mike, what up, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
It's looking mighty bright, Mike. Don't worry about it. We we got the number 3 seed. We might be able to get the number 2 seed, depending on what happens in the next couple weeks.
See what
But we
Detroit
get to
do.
go.
We'll see what
We
Detroit
get to
do.
go. Yeah, we get to go.
It looks right, man. Looks great, man.
It feels great. You know what the good word is to hell with Georgia. And how about them dogs? Piss on them.
Wow.
Wow.
Say it again, Mike. Y'all the state. Y'all win this. Y'all run this state, Mike. Y'all got it, man.
That's tough right there. Jeez. Don't be so cruel, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for always, man, calling in, brother. What number did he call us at, man?
Hey, man, Mike called the show at 678-613-5857.
That call was placed on the Cricket Wireless hotline. Go to cricketwireless.com for more information about exciting offers throughout the month of December. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. We got a great show for you guys. As you can hear, John's in the building. We're going to do our crushing interview with him. Our girl Kia from Irish Chevrolet is here. It's always a good thing. She brought gifts. We got the right hat on today. Make sure it's tight.
She had options. She came in with options.
Yeah.
Options.
She came in with options.
Got a rundown. We got also, that's what I'm talking about in crushing NFL. And that's a great
We
show.
gonna crush the NFL. Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
So, man, everybody ready?
Man.
Everybody got their team colors on.
As I continue to dominate the field.
You got a 5-game lead, man. I gave you 3 games, dude.
You did. I appreciate you.
I mean, I was like, what is Glaze on?
I really think I was drunk that morning.
You
Glaze.
for real.
I think I did like at
Glaze.
midnight. Y'all think, look at the
I
time on
looked at
that.
your face and I was like, what the, who the what?
Yeah.
I said, know what I said? I say he going for broke. He either
No,
gonna try to take the lead
that was
or he gonna
ridiculous.
fall out.
A couple of them were baby big, but some of them are like, what was I?
But you weren't the only person. It was a lot of people who picked the Browns.
Really?
Yes.
I couldn't do it.
I don't know what y'all think about.
I
All right,
couldn't do
man. When we come back, jumping into them hot topics. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Cause I don't own no Falcon hat.
it. Hey, Nate.
You know I don't own no Falcon hat,
Hey,
man.
What's going on, YouTube?
You know I don't own no Falcon hat.
Periscope.
What? Falcon hat?
Excuse me, I have a picture.
Mike
of
was
what
talking
Falcon
like
hat
y'all
on.
beat
I'll post it. I got a picture.
Patriots or something.
Jacket.
Cousin.
We give people 5. That's what we do. We got somebody 5.
I ain't gotta
Y'all
explain
got
this
him
to you.
fired,
I ain't gotta explain
Oh,
this to you.
I'm getting ready to
General
post
manager
that
was
right
like,
now.
he
Please
said,
don't do
firing us. If they let the Falcons beat us like this, he gotta go.
Because the check makes his pay later on. He'll have a whole.
Okay, you didn't like my,
I'm a Georgia Bulldog.
I'm sorry.
This was the man that said that.
I'm sorry. I had to throw it in there.
It's okay.
You know, we got
11-2. Yes, T. Will. We both 11-2. T.
364
Will.
days.
Number 1 seed.
We got 364 days
Yeah.
to gloat.
See,
At least-
you
at
know,
least
y'all
we're
got
not as-
y'all got
Hey, you
Devin
want-
we're not as
Hester.
Be honest with your kid, the reason why Paul Johnson got that long contract.
Yeah, cut Devin Hester.
Devin Hester got
That's
the
a whole nother conversation.
Hey, make sure. Reason why Paul Johnson got that long contract?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Hey, man.
That's a whole nother conversation.
JD, when he racked up all them awards in 2008,
Paul Johnson was like,
running crazy. I'm like, good God, the offense do work.
we'll talk about it in a minute.
Yep.
It works with the right people.
Oh, okay.
That's right. They said you allowed. We got plenty of Falcons, of pictures of Falcons and stuff.
That's only because y'all like saving stuff, Nate.
No, you act like you have it all.
I was forced to put it on, and then they made me dance in the middle of the street. They made me do Dirty Bird in the middle of the
It
street.
been right. Nobody make you do
Middle of
that.
Your boy.
Your mouth made you do that.
I asked the people at the spot.
I should have
when
been.
y'all
I should
wanted
have
to
just did it on stage. They brought me outside, police laughing.
Police laughing.
Mortar stopped. So
Oh man.
Coming back.
I asked the people.
Don't worry, Jonathan, if you want to see us on YouTube.
Yeah, we got it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Really?
I gotta check that out.
Really?
I gotta check that out.
Oh man.
It's on
See,
YouTube.
I wasn't gonna crack no
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers jokes with them.
Hey man,
I gotta do it.
they balling right now. I can't.
Hot topics.
Going to them hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dance. If your smile isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dance has practiced dentistry over 16 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry, everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. 678-836-2118. I'm asking this because I may have to step out for a little while, but I want to ask y'all, who right now, week 13, 14, wherever we are in the NFL, is your MVP? And the reason why I saw a poll today, they had 5 people, and I want to see where y'all at in your MVP. Let's start, I guess, John Dwyer. Who you like in MVP in the NFL right now?
If I had to go down to 2, I have to go with the GOAT, man, Tom Brady. Like, the stuff that he's doing with the limited amount of people he's got, I mean, he consistently does it week after week after week.
Except for those 4 weeks that he didn't do it.
Except for those 4 weeks, I mean, ever since
But
he
they
came
did
back.
it. But they did it without him those 4 weeks.
And ever since he came back, they've been on a tear ever since. So they haven't slowed down.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Who you got, Erica?
you know who I'm going to say. I mean, I think sheer numbers that Matt Ryan is putting up and what he's doing in the second year of this inconsistent offense that Cal Shanahan puts out there. He's definitely it. You know, I understand your argument for Tom Brady, and if it weren't for the 4 games, if it weren't for, you know, his little cheating thing he had going on there, he definitely hands down. But because of those 2 things, I don't see how anybody with a good conscience could give it to him.
Yeah.
What you got, Mace?
Giving it to Zeke, baby.
That ain't happening.
Giving it to Zeke.
Man,
No.
see, you're not being realistic.
Giving it. Oh, why I'm not being realistic?
Because you got that cowboy stuff on. You can't.
No, listen. A rookie is leading the NFL in rushing.
Yes, with the best offensive line in the
I was
league.
just going to say that.
Well,
Ding, ding,
it's
ding.
that's up for debate because the Oakland Raiders offensive line is pretty good too.
Man,
Ain't
you
never
can put
No,
you can
come
put
Come on, man.
Man.
you
Come on,
can put
man.
anybody.
No, you can't.
Darren McFadden ran for 1,000 and still lost
Come on,
his
say it
job.
again. Say it again.
Darren McFadden. Listen, so
He ran for 1,000.
so
He still
I'm
lost his
gonna
job.
ask an NFL running back. You like Darren McFadden over Ezekiel Elliott?
I'm not saying I like him better than who, but I'm just saying that it doesn't matter who's behind. the
Nah,
line.
Right.
it matters.
Just like, in New England,
it
it
matters.
doesn't matter who is getting the snaps from the center.
Yeah, I think
because
that
it's the system.
I think that Ezekiel is a great running back. I think he's gonna have a great future. But at the same time, being a rookie running back and not have to worry about you getting smashed after play after play. He doesn't take big hits, man. He gets on the secondary. If you make it to the NFL, any NFL running back can make plays once they get into the second level. Anybody. It's a matter of what you do once you get the ball, where you read. But he's not running through. He's not having to make plays and being patient like Le'Veon Bell or David Johnson or DeMarco Murray, where they're having to really working for their yards. Ezekiel Elliott, he doesn't get touched to the second level.
Is that Zeke's fault though?
That's man. I tip my hat off to him. He
Thank you.
just fell into a situation. You can't hate on that, but at the same time, like MVP type, no, I think he's having a great season. He's doing well, but I would say, like I said, I think it should be Tom or Mac.
Not gonna be Tom.
You see how
It's not gonna be Tom.
you see how my argument.
I'm
see
not
how-
worried
yeah,
about
That was my second pick anyway
I
between
got
those
you,
two.
I got you.
I'm slightly, I might be jaded. I'm slightly Matt 1, Tom 2. I know what you're saying, Eric, about Tom, but Still 11-2. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. 3 for me is David Carr. I think what he's doing in Oakland is amazing right now. I just think where that team's come back, I think he's going to probably drop because of his finger. That finger's going to hurt him.
Yeah, it's going
to hurt him a lot.
It's going to kill him.
What I don't understand, though, is I'm looking at a lot of polls. Dak Prescott is already dropping out of people's top 5 because of that one loss. They're blaming it on him.
I don't think that's the case. I think they know at worst he's going to win Rookie of the Year because Zeke is actually in the MVP talk. There's a reason Zeke is in the MVP talk.
I mean, he's in there, but...
He's in there. He's really in there because the thing about it...
But when the games gets tight...
At the end of the day, people are going to really sit there and say, we can't vote Tom Brady. You can't vote for him MVP. He can't be the MVP this year.
Absolutely cannot.
He can't be the MVP.
Yeah. I hate to say this. Y'all might be...
Y'all right.
Y'all might be misunderstanding this the media out there who votes. I got 3 articles right now saying undoubtedly he's the MVP right now.
Of course they're going to say. Of course they're going to say that.
They're trying to sell papers.
Right.
Okay.
Of course they're going to say.
I just don't. This media is Tom Brady lovers.
They are, but he has the ultimate hater in Roger Goodell who will go in there and tell everybody, bruh, it can't happen.
All right. I'm just saying if we
Goodell Soprano will make sure that it won't happen.
The Soprano done lost a little. It went black screen on him a few times. The Soprano has had a few black screens on a few times.
That's when it went off air for good.
Yeah, you better watch out.
He's not going off air no time soon.
Yeah. But I think the major point to that, Glaze, is this: when you got a rookie that can come in and do the same thing that Brady did, and they were looking awesome.
I'm just telling y'all this.
Those first 4 games.
I agree with
what
that.
He's done towards the end. Most wins ever.
Of course.
Most
Well, he
hits
done
ever.
played longer than everybody.
And he's played consistently in the same
4
system
titles.
with the same coach,
And that's
in
fine.
the same place,
That's great.
doing the
has
same
Ben,
thing.
Ben has been with the same system, and he's won 3. I mean, just saying, when you're looking at it like this, don't be surprised at the end if Tom's the MVP again. It's already being written. I'm seeing this more and more, and I'm shocked by it. Don't like I'm agreeing with it.
They're not going to do it.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to do it
They ain't gonna do it to
either.
him.
You don't think they're going to do it?
I just think that at the end of the day, he has his respect across the league.
Oh, without a doubt.
But at the same time, I agree with the fact that, I played against Matt Ryan. And this way he's playing right now, I've never seen him play this type of level ever since his last year he left Boston College.
Y'all hear that, cowgirls?
I haven't seen him play this on this type of level since he left Boston. The year he left Boston College, hands down, and he torched us.
He did.
Oh,
torch all
God.
over
He
there.
torched us at
Oh,
Tech.
Yeah,
gosh.
did
Yes, he
torch all over
did.
there.
He was dropping dimes with nobody.
Oh. It was ugly.
Literally, not any receiver on that team
I'm going to tell my
went to the draft.
Real
None
quick.
of them are playing in the league. Never even got a
real
chance.
quick. My wife just sent me something, and I know it's not sports news, but how you get a job one day and get pulled over for DUI the next?
Who?
Amanda Davis.
Dang.
Stop playing. No. Come on,
So
bruh.
sad. That's so sad.
Man, they out to get her, man. That's a plot,
That's
man.
sad.
They plotting right there,
That's
man.
sad.
I'm sorry, that just hit me. You know,
They've been
in
doing
Atlanta, that's a big thing.
commercials and all that. Come on,
man.
Amanda Davis just got arrested again.
Come on,
That's
Amanda.
sad.
I'm not buying that, man. We need more people.
I'm hoping this was a bad one of those.
Yeah, man. Hopefully
This
that's
A file.
AJC. You know, AJC ready to go.
hopefully that's an old story.
I was looking at the date. Like
Somebody let me know.
12, 13, 16. So
Come
Wow.
when we come back, man, we're going to bring in our girl Kia with the fresh Kango. No, we're going to go with it. We got to talk about Irish Chevrolet. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
What's up, sis?
Nothing. Just sitting here reading about HIV in Atlanta and its surrounding areas. Did you know we're number 8 in the nation?
I know.
You need to get tested.
Nah, I don't get down like that. I'm good.
But you are a ladies' man. You don't know who they're with when they're not with you.
If I need to get tested, so do you.
No, I don't. I'm married.
True, but you don't know who he's with when he's not with you.
Oh, you got jokes. He's not like that.
Fact is, no one really knows what their partner is doing or who their partner is with when they're away. day?
Well, I'll get tested if you get tested.
Cool. Where can we go?
This article I'm reading says the Lifeline Project of CSB does free HIV testing. Let's go there.
Lifeline Project, here we come.
The Lifeline Project is a SAMHSA grant. For more information on free testing, please call 770-499-2422 or visit us on the web at www.cobcsb.com.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day.
Football stadium.
I want to be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Amar Batman Karen. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
Hey, let me just recant. It wasn't a DUI, but it was a suspended license that Amanda Davis was pulled over for after she got pulled over with a suspended tag. So, all right, we'll see what's going on with that. Hey, man, right now, my girl, Kia McEwen from Ivory Chevrolet. How you doing?
Hey, happy Tuesday. How are y'all doing?
Make sure we got a camera on. Every camera on there. We got a camera.
Got a camera on me?
Yeah, we got you.
Camera right here.
What we got going on there, Kia, man?
Everything's going on. So, of course, 2016 cars, trying to get rid of them off our lot. But definitely trying to come out and just share some information to the community. We have some great deals going on. Up to 20% cash back on our cars. Goodness, if you let people know, if you come into Ivory Chevrolet, let them know that you heard me on The Crush, you can get $500 off your deal. So that's one great thing as well. But another piece, we keep throwing things in. General Motors, if you go to our website, to ivorychevy.com, and pick a car, go to the new, used, or so forth, there will be a pop-up for you to sign up for a test drive. If you do that, sign up, come in, you can get a gift card of either a $25 gift card from Visa, $50 gift card from Amazon, or a $25 gift card from Target. So that's great for the Christmas time to give you all some additional funds to
stocking stuffers.
Yeah, then you'll be able to test drive a car without the stress of feeling like you want to buy a car. But then when you get in our cars, you're gonna want to buy a car. So one of those good things. So come on in and see us.
Now that year in.
You're
saying all 2016's got to go.
We got to get rid of them. And the ones before, but 2017s have some great deals on them as well. So
the 2017, they on the lot already?
They're on the lot, been on the lot.
What's the hottest 2017 right now?
The hottest is the Camaro SS. It's amazing. I mean, just to see how people come in, that's what they want, the Camaro. And then, of course, the Silverado's kind of pushing hard, too.
I guess a question I always want to know. Now, some people we talked about last year being able to afford a car, but getting the right car.
Yes.
Some people might want to go in there thinking that I want that SS, but you ain't an SS person. You might be a different type of person. How do you get people in the right cars when they come to you?
Well, when customers come in and talk to us, we kind of do a survey. We sit down and try to listen to what they want, what they need, hear their situation. And I think, a lot of people should kind of think about that before they come into the dealership. What kind of car do I want? Do I want size? Do I want it for appearance or so forth? Think about your insurance payment, think about your budget, because a lot of times, you may have a young person in their 20s and they want a Camaro, and then they find out that they have to put $300 down on their insurance, and their insurance is going to be about $200 a month, and not factoring that in. So I think we just need to learn how to budget. Think about the maintenance as well. It's amazing to me how some people forget about maintaining their cars. And, of course, with our new cars, you get 2 years free of oil changes for 2 years. So that's a good thing, too. And, with the synthetic oil, you have much longer time, span with maintenance or so forth. But I think, a lot of people should think about size, gas as well. How much is this car? How much will it be to fill up this car? So just a lot of different pieces to see what will make the best car for them. And we usually try to ask him those questions. So.
Now Shane, Shane is our Corvette expert. He talking about some.
Shane, you're supposed to come see me.
He talking about some Camaro. Camaro.
I mean, listen, people aren't just coming up buying Corvettes left and right, but if y'all are coming to see me, let me know. Well, you asked about the most popular one, but the Camaro's got it going on. Like I said, they have the same engine as the Corvette. So, same vroom when you hear it, same vroom.
Same vroom.
Vroom, I know. I'm a little country, y'all. I'm from Atlanta.
Let's extend that a little bit, because a lot of people don't really understand when they're buying the car the insurance piece of it. Mm-hmm. They just think they get the payment and they're good, but if your record's bad, you had a few issues and you got little tickets in your cars,
right,
you might want to check with that insurance first.
You might want to check with your insurance company first, and then of course we have some insurance companies that we partner with who are on site for people who this may be their first car, so we help them get that established. But of course you got to know you cannot drive off the lot without insurance. So that's just something. I mean, it's amazing what some people may not know, but that is a vital piece that we need. I just think documentation. We have to see your income. We have to see your proof of residence. And we usually want to see 2 years worth of income. I mean, or at a particular job, or in the same industry, or as far as your residence, see that you've been there over 2 years or more, just to find some stability. And that's just going back to credit. Your credit is like your character, so it kind of tells us if you are a liability or not to purchase a car.
True story. Now that's funny, because I can't believe that people are still trying to run that kind of game.
Listen, we've had fake pay stubs, and we're like, really? You think we're not going to?
They spelling "the" wrong. TEH.
Might be the wrong date, or oh goodness, it's amazing. Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
In the digital age, it's just crazy.
Let me ask this. I had one time where I bought a car outright, which was one of the best feelings, and I almost went duffel bag ghetto one time and said, let me go to the bank and get it all cash and just dump. Have you ever seen that? What is when you see people come in with the duffel bags or whatever and just...
Yeah. We've had some people come in with some cash. Now, of course, they probably didn't go all the way to the limit of it being
999.
Right up under that number where, not being reported. But you do have some people who would put a large down payment, but a lot of times that would be with a cashier check or a wire if they're going to do something that's a large amount. But we've had some cash. We take cash, check, credit card.
Keep that thing at 9999. I'm coming in with 9999.
Macy,
all right,
and we Gucci.
Every week we like to say thank you. Tell everybody where they can find you at and where they need to come to.
Thank you. You can find us at 4200 Jonesboro Road in Union City, Georgia. Our number is 770-969-1001. Come see your girl Kia, ivorychevy.com. Check me out on Facebook as well, Kia McEwen. Ivory Chevrolet has a Facebook page, Instagram page. But thank you so much. We just appreciate this opportunity.
And if you mention that you heard you on the Crush, you get $500 off.
$500.
Get that money.
Amen. We come back. We're going into our interview with John Dwyer. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
This is what legends are made up. This is what legends are made up.
As long as I see that fire in your eyes, I know we still good.
I do it off of the love.
We built this family, and this family's strong.
Empire on Fox.
Adopt US Kids presents multiple choice parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hey, Teddy, why is investing important?
Most people have goals that they're trying to reach in life that has something to do with growing their assets. That's a problem that we have in our community because we don't take enough risk to actually grow our assets to meet our expectations.
So how does Parish Capital help me?
I see myself as a world-class investor. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm here to bring a transparent, low-fee strategy so people understand what they're getting into when they invest. $1 today is not worth the same as $1 tomorrow. You can go to my website at parishcapital.com or call us at 800-618-1940.
Invest your money.
Ignore the noise, stay focused, and prosperity be unto you.
You're listening to Twin Sports TV, and shout out to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Get your game up. Woo!
We're going to the Crushing interview brought to you by Oracy Software. The Oracy team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Oracy's motto is, once a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to Oracy.com, that's ORASI.com for more information. Maceo, please introduce our guest, sir.
Hey, man, coming to the microphone, 2008 First Team All-America. Also, he was ACC Player of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year. 517 carries, man, 3,226 yards, 35 TDs. The boy averaged 6.2 yards a carry for his career at Georgia Tech. Jonathan Dwyer to the microphone. JD, what's up, brother?
What's happening, man? How y'all
What's going on?
It's big numbers right there, man.
Woo! Lord have mercy.
And I'm still mad that we didn't run them against Roswell back in the day.
Slight work.
Still mad we didn't run them against Roswell. We're going to let that go, though. We're going to let
Remember
that
the
go.
hit, though?
Yeah. I remember you ran low. Anyway, man, let's keep it. When you first went to Tech, and I always wanted to ask you this, when you went from Chan to the new coach now, I forget his name that quick, but I remember you telling me I'm going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
How was the transformation from an I formation to that offense for you?
It was harder. It was harder from going from being a pro style guy to going to playing the B back, and then it was easier for me to go back from being a B back to being a pro style guy when I got to the league. So it was a hard transition because then you're so much closer to the line, so your reactions have to be even quicker. So as you get in the ball, you're already at the line of scrimmage. So if there's a lineman, there's a linebacker coming up at you, you gotta make a miss. You gotta run him over and make a decision really quick.
Wow.
So you said that helped you.
Yeah, I would say
in the league,
it helped my reaction level.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting how that would help you in the league.
Why are you looking like that?
Nah, cause I'm just trying to figure. I can see why you chose Tech when Gaylor was there.
Yeah.
What were your other choices before it was Tech?
Matter of fact, there's a funny story about that between me and my brother. I was going to go to the University of Florida. I was going to be a Gator. Urban Meyer sold me. He told me the truth. I remember at the time he was like, we're going to recruit, only a couple of running backs. We got Chris Rainey, who was more of a slasher guy, but we needed a bell cow guy. Mm-hmm. He wanted me to be the guy. So I had a solid, soft verbal to Florida for a while, kept that underneath the hush. Not many of y'all knew that. And
no, we didn't.
None of y'all knew that. So then I just decided to, stay with them for a while, pretty much the whole spring and whole summer. And then just some guys that went to Tech would just persuade me over to Georgia Tech. And that's just how it happened. And then when my brother didn't know I was going to go to Tech. So on the day I committed, he didn't talk to me for about 2 days.
Wow.
Because he's a big Florida fan. My brother's a big Florida Gator fan. So he didn't talk to me for about 2 or 3 days. And, I met guys like Roddy Jones, Morgan Burnett, Demaryius Thomas. And we were like, man, we're going to go to school, and do something no one's ever done before. And me and Nesbitt were like a package deal. Me and Josh Nesbitt were a package deal. So we were going wherever one or the other was going to go.
Okay.
That's cool.
Which makes it funny that the offense ran so well with you and Nesbitt, because Nesbitt was actually recruited by Gailey as well.
Yeah.
And so when he came up on the Paul Johnson offense, it just seemed to work well for everybody back there.
It worked well for everybody, but it was a big adjustment. I mean, Nesbitt was a natural just passer. He was an athlete, but he was a natural passer.
Right.
So he was more was more relaxed in the shotgun, doing the zone read, or he was under center. I mean, he was molding himself to be that quarterback his freshman year. So I think that's what Gailey saw at the same time, and he didn't know that situation was going to happen. He was kind of just preparing for the next step because of the class that we had. We were a top 10 class, something that's never been done at Tech before. So he was trying to prepare for the future. And it happened, and then we all had to adjust to something else, and we made it all work.
Now, everybody talks about the academic part of Georgia Tech.
Oh, yeah.
How tough are the academics at Tech?
It's real. Like, I've seen dudes, have breakdowns, in class. I'm not going to name names, but, dudes would be sitting in class, guys would be sitting there, and they'll be like, man, I can't take this no more, man. They'll get up and walk out, gather themselves together. When I left high school, I was a 3.5 student when I came out of high school. So I was an honor student. I went to Georgia Tech. I thought I was the smartest kid until I went to Tech.
Right.
So, and my dad and my mom were like, oh, you need to get B's, get A's, and this and that. There, I came back with some homework with my dad. I think my dad's a genius in my mind, but he looked at it. He said, Just do your best. He's like, just get through it, man.
Dude, that's how I do with 7th grade math right now. I'm like, do your best, son.
And then
do your best.
One of my uncles was like, hey, man, at the end of the day, when you get that resume, man, they don't look at the. They said that he told me C's and D's get degrees.
Wow.
But I made a dean list once, and it was hard. It was always hard for me in the fall.
Right.
Because when you're playing, a lot of football is very demanding, a lot of time consuming. It's very hard to do, especially at a academic first university institute like Georgia Tech. So they didn't take any there's no easy majors there. The easiest major is management, business management, but it's not easy,
because it's math involved.
Yeah. So there's nothing easy about that school.
Right.
Wow. If your easy is business management. That's a tough one.
Jesus. Yeah. Because I'm just trying to figure. Because you had opportunity. You probably could have picked almost any school.
Yeah, I could have went anywhere.
And the thing about it, so did you take a recruiting trip to Florida?
Yeah, I took a visit to Florida. I took a visit to Southern California.
Why they swayed you?
Southern California was cool. They just had too many. They were deep, man. They were 6, 7 deep.
Mm-hmm. Which is surprising, because I do remember during your process, one of the things that you said was you were looking at depth charts. A program. I'm like, well, that that kid gonna be all right, because a lot of people just like, oh, now that's where I'm going. And like you say, you 12th on the depth chart.
Yeah, I remember when I was I thought about Southern Cal. I loved their system, Pete Carroll and everything, and then Joe, RIP, my guy Joe McKnight.
Yeah,
he was top player in the country.
Yep. So he went there. Joe was going there, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna.
I'm good.
I won't get no playing time.
So and then they were, they had other guys ahead of him. So it wasn't like it was just some random person. So they had dogs. There's some dogs.
Man, we come back, man. We're gonna put our boy in the hot seat, man. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Oh man.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to save.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Spencer Smith with Triple H Tackling Academy, and you're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Time for the Hot Seat Hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, man, it's time to put our boy Jonathan in the hot seat, man. We got some good questions for him. Make sure you want to start it off, bro.
Yeah, man, so you hold the record at Georgia Tech for the longest run from scrimmage, 88 yards against Mississippi State. Were you tired?
Nah, but matter of fact, that junk got broken, man. Shout out to my dude Oren Smith. He broke it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it was like he broke. It was like 90 something. He broke his. He broke it like three years later. My boy Oren Smith against Kansas. So
yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But,
Kansas ain't playing no football.
Yeah, but I wasn't gassed. I mean, I was able to slow down halfway, so I didn't have to run the whole thing.
It broke free that quick.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Pretty quick.
I always want to ask you this: when you got 21, you got it from a guy who was that guy at Tech.
Right.
Did you feel any pressure getting that 21?
Matter of fact, like it was a joke. At first, I was 24. Then I get on campus. I went to my locker. I went to the 24 locker. It was Roddy Jones' locker. I was like, "What is this?" And then Roddy goes, "Yo, like you're the new 2-1." And I was like, "Stop playing." And then Chan like pulled me in. He's like, "We thought you would be the only one that could handle, the situation, I guess." But they gave me the number, and I just try to live up to the hype.
That's
awesome. Represent Cal to the fullest.
Favorite stadium outside of Tech that you played in?
It's a tie, man. The stadium that gives me nightmares is Vatech.
Oh, your Lane Stadium.
Yeah, that
it really rock out.
Yeah, like they shaking the keys and the turkey going off, and that Sandman
That's
stuff.
nightmare.
But the two livest places I've ever played in was Doak Stadium, and the best entrance in college football is Clemson.
But how, as an opponent, watching them come down the hill?
Man, we were like at the time man, bump them run down the hill. We're gonna run out when they run down the hill. So we ran out the same time as they did.
Okay.
It's kind of like disrespect. It was kind of disrespect, but I mean that's a rivalry game for us. Georgia Tech versus a rivalry game.
Right.
So it was all fun.
When you won between the hedges, what was that feeling like?
It was great for me because I remember throughout the week, No Sean Marino tried me and was like. They like, oh, how do you feel? Like I was being respectful, like all week. Like how you feel about No Sean? I think I said he's a great player. Just giving him respect. He was like, he played me and said, oh, John Dwyer who? So throughout the week, like I was hot. Like
no wonder you ran so well that game.
I was hot. So the first half I didn't do anything, but after the game, like they asked me like that bet, do they think they know you now? I went up after the game and introduced myself to him. I was like, yo, I'm Jonathan Dwyer. Just kept it at that. But it was that was a fun game. That was a fun game.
Did Georgia recruit you?
Yeah, that's a story by itself. The reason why Georgia didn't get me is because of Mike Bobo.
Oh.
He wanted Caleb King instead of really more than me.
Oh, really now?
But Mark Rick really wanted me. Mark Rick wanted me to go there. But
Caleb King?
I'm like, Caleb King, what?
Yeah, I didn't have a problem going there at the same time. Me and him, we grew a relationship during the process, and I had no problem going there with him and kind of being a two-headed monster. But
you were bigger, stronger, faster.
Right.
Hey man, they go off of that rival stuff. But
y'all see what happened at Georgia, Mike Bobo.
But I ended up going to school with Roddy, and Roddy's one of the greatest of all times at Tech, man. Roddy Jones is a legend there.
Right.
Last question before we go to break. How do you feel about what you were able to create, what's going on at Cale High School now?
I feel like there's a buzz there that it's kind of expected for us to be the way we are. It's kind of when I go back and talk to the guys, I mean, the standards are already set. Like it's all up to them whether or not they want to be something. You know, we always have a D1 recruit every year. It's just a matter of, you know, who we are, and you know, we always have a good running back. To me, you know, it's DBU and running back U over at Cal. That's pretty much what it is. DBU and running back U.
Yeah. Shout out to our boy Langley, man. We're looking for big things for him.
Yeah, he's out there in Arizona right now training, man, and my boy in Quincy. They're going to be all right.
Hey, man, we come back. We're going to do a little bit more Dwyer. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert, and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
This is Queen Harrison, U.S. 100-meter hurdler, and I'm rocking with the Crush.
We're back, man, and we're still here with Jonathan Dwyer, man. And John, real quick, man, describe the Georgia Tech overall, your time there. How would you describe it?
It's memorable, man. I mean, I still talk to. We have a group chat called Georgia Tech Petty Crew. So we talk about all the
group.
Yeah, we talk about all the good times we had, all the fun times, things that were very memorable on and off the field, and we're very close to this day.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I had fun at Tech too in 90s. But I'm telling my age here.
Ain't nobody gonna talk about
I was there at the Citrus Bowl, but that was awesome. That was definitely awesome. So we want to talk about your NFL days.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know what's going on. How did that? Oh, when you got on, when you were able to make it to the league, how did that feel?
It felt good. It was an accomplishment. I was the first guy from my high school, to make it pro in football, as to say, football. So it was a big deal for my community.
Right.
And knowing, there's a lot of guys that came in front of me that did well. They made it to college, but they didn't take that next step. So it was a big deal for me to represent where I'm from in Marietta, Georgia.
Right.
And, live my dream and help let other people live their dream through me.
Let's talk about that call. When you got the call and saying,
Well, that whole situation was crazy because I I was a first-time talent grade, but because of the offense I played in,
right,
they dropped me down to all the way to the bottom almost, and I was stressed out. Like literally, I went to sleep. Like that's how bad it was. Like I went to sleep, and all of a sudden my mom came in and she was like, "Let's just pray for a minute." That shows how. I mean, it really shows the power of prayer.
It does.
So my mom starts praying. All of a sudden the phone rings. Like 412 number comes up.
What you said? What the what?
I said, what the? And then my dad, like my brother was like, we all tried to figure out what the area code was, and then I said hello, and it was Mr. Rooney, and he said, hey John Dwyer, how you doing? I said, hey Mr. Rooney, and everybody knew who it was after that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Mike T got on the phone. He's like, what's up, Ben? How you doing? And I was like, what's up, Coach T? Coach Tom, how you doing? And everybody started flipping out after that.
I'm sure, because to go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's my mom's favorite team. My mom's favorite team was Pittsburgh. So, and then my face comes on the screen, and I'm doing little animation stuff on and they show my highlights. They talk about me and everything. And it was a big accomplishment. It was definitely, besides the birth of my son, that was one of the proudest moments of my life.
I love hearing about that. Don't you guys love whenever we have guys who played in the league or Major League Baseball, whatever the case may be, come on and talk about getting that call and getting to that place that you worked so hard for your entire life. I mean, I love it. I love it.
One of our listeners, he wanted to know, he's checking in. Best advice you ever received?
Be professional always, whether it's being in high school, whether it's being in college, whether it's being a kid. Understand that life is not, nothing in life is going to be given to you. You have to scratch, crawl, fight to get what you want. And the best way to get to where you need to be is discipline. You got to discipline yourself, whether it's how you eat, how you take care of yourself, how you treat yourself when it comes to your body, preparing yourself on a daily basis. Mentally, more than anything, more than the physical stuff. Because if you can be mentally tough, you can endure anything. And that's like where you look at athletes like Kobe. Kobe wasn't the most popular player, but his mental toughness was beyond what anyone else could ever, imagine it could be. And I feel like if you have those characteristics, hard work, discipline, and mental toughness, you can be successful no matter what it is you're doing.
I agree.
When you got there, and I can say how was Tomlin as a coach for you?
He was a player's coach. Like, he was legitimately one of the guys. Like, he would come and chat. Like, I'll be sitting in the locker room. Like, he would literally, like, come up and sit in the chair next to me and just chop it up. Like, ask me how my brother was doing, how my dad was doing, how my mom was. Tell your mom, I'll see her when she gets up here. That type of thing. And, same thing with B.A., Bruce Arians in Arizona. He's the same way. Like, me and B.A. still talk to this day. So,
wow.
And the coaches like Coach Wilson, Stump Mitchell, all the coaches that were there, they still stay in contact with you.
That's awesome.
All right, man, we're going to keep going, man, in the Crush Rundown. JD can stay around a little bit more, man. Hey, man, it's a fun show for me because I was one of those people. I think I went to sleep, too, when he didn't get drafted. I was like, man, I ain't going to look at the draft.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken in a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to savor.
This is Akeem Dent, linebacker of the Houston Texans. You are listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
Boy, you can tell. You were just, boy, I tell you, the Crush Rundown brought to you by Paris Capital. At Paris Capital, help you achieve your financial goals, providing high-quality advisory services and making smart investment decisions. Go to Paris Capital, PARRISH, capitalwithanA.com for more information. Boy, you still with petty back
levels.
Levels.
We uncover levels of his pettiness, don't we?
Hey, man, all I'm saying
it's just in general conversation.
Yes, you just tell your backs, hey, you better break. Inside the 5, bro.
Maceo said, "You're not getting the ball. I'm
no,
keep
sir.
that."
That show, hand.
Nah, that's
ball on the hip, walking in the end zone.
My boy Nine never did that to us.
It been a fight out there.
Yeah, he never did
that goes
that
to show you petty.
You're petty champion.
Right.
You can't never say you. We just learn more and more evidence that you the petty champion.
I mean, my head coach sat right there and told you.
He did.
I mean, so I'm just saying.
Petty rowdy, petty Pendergrass.
Being the first to get your jersey retired at a school.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for years to come. There would be only one person
forever
to be the first person. How did that at Cale High School? How was that, man?
Man, the whole process was crazy. Like, I remember this. We were at the banquet. I don't know if you were there, but this man comes up, this legendary player from like high school football, old guy. He's a veteran in the military. He starts talking about this guy, like talking about this player. I'm like, dang, this boy cold. Whoever he talking about.
He talking about you.
But like, cause like I never was a stat guy. I've never been like a legit stat guy. Like, I know what I did that night, but like my whole career numbers and things like that. Like, I've never been that type of guy. Like, I know whether or not I'm good or not, but the whole like stats. So he starts running all these stats, like these career stats. I'm like, dang, what? That boy right there, whoever he's talking about, that's a bad man. Boy. All of a sudden he goes, Jonathan Dwyer, and I was like, what? I looked over to my right and left, and everybody was like, everybody was kind of confused. Or I think I was the only one that was confused. Everybody else kind of knew.
Yeah.
So my teammates were like, they start clapping. All of a sudden I see my jersey come out. I'm thinking, okay, they put my jersey in the plaque. All right. And they're like, his number is retired. No one else will ever be able to wear the number 12.
Dang.
So I was like, dang. So but they brought it out for me, for my brother his senior year. They let my brother wear it one game his senior year.
One game.
Wow.
So, number 12.
Let me ask you this. You in Pittsburgh, the first time you walk to that locker and you see an NFL jersey with your name on the back, this is your locker. Now you in the NFL.
That wasn't the starstruck part. That wasn't the crazy part. The crazy part was when we went on the field and you're around legends.
Right.
You're around James Ferrier. You're around Troy Polamalu, Ryan Clark. You're around Hines Ward, Casey Hampton, James Harrison, Lamar Woodley. You're looking at the defense itself. They're Hall of Famers.
Right.
Like they're Hall of Famers. They get the gold jacket or they get the black and yellow jacket from Pittsburgh. They're Hall of Famers, all of them. Ike Taylor, all those guys. So that was the part that was like, dang, like I'm really here right now. I'm really here. Like offensively, we were still young at the time. Like Ben was older. He was old football wise, but he was still young.
Right.
He was still in his mid-20s and everything like that. Heath Miller was the same way. So we were still kind of young. Besides Hines was the oldest guy. Everybody else was still young. But that defense, that's when I was like, this is real out here.
Right.
You had to bump into James Harrison?
Nah. I never did. The only person who ever hit me hard was Troy, and that was by mistake. And then it was Lawrence Timmons. He has the hardest head in the league, like straight up.
How Troy hit you by mistake?
Well, it all started where him and AB got in a situation.
Totally proud.
Wide out,
So apparently Troy got upset and Troy said some words that Troy normally doesn't ever say, and the hair came down. Once the hair came down, Troy never puts his hair down in practice. You only see it on game day. Even when we're warming up, the hair never goes up until we go out the tunnel. You see the hair flocking. The hair was flocking. And he had this look in his eye, and I said, "Oh Lord!" So then he threw a ball down. Smoke went up, and he jumped in the backfield somehow. He was all the way in like third deep, and also he was in the backfield. Almost caught the pitch from me, and suplexed me. Wow. And I fall down like, Troy, what did I do to you? And then he came back to life. Like it was like he just went for this dark place, and he came back and was like, "Oh my bad, JD, I'm sorry." And I was like, this dude right here, man, this guy is special.
Training camp, huh?
It was training camp, you know. Words were
Troy
said.
say when the flocks came out, it was over.
Yeah, man. When the locks came out, man, it's serious. That's a whole nother monster. Like he never ran in practice. I never see him go full speed except for that one day in training camp. Other than that, you don't see him go full speed until game time. Sometimes Troy doesn't practice. He didn't practice.
Right.
Troy didn't practice. I never see him lift no weights.
That's just
He's like, I don't need to do all that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Troy was just a dude.
But see, that tells you. I tell people this all the time, JD. The guys who play up there on that level, you can't never call nobody up there sorry.
No,
because everybody up there special. It's a reason that 1% make it there.
Now, I wouldn't say that you can't six. I mean, there's some dudes up there that.
You can say it, but you've been there. I'm not gonna say it.
Like there's some dudes that they're stealing money right now. I would say so. There's some guys stealing money, but hey, more power to them. Good, happy for them and everything like that. But when you look from the outside in, you can't say that. Right. Outside looking in, you can't say that.
Yeah, it's all in them 53. Like
yeah,
make the cut.
Yeah,
hey, you gonna go collect that check this week?
The things that though, even the dudes out on the practice squad, like. Those are some hidden gems down there, man.
Right.
Like, there's some dudes that were on practice squad just because the coaches don't want to lose them.
Right.
They don't want to lose them to be on another team,
and they
shine or whatever. So they keep them, and they'll bring them up just to stay. Like they'll keep them from getting picked up for 1 week when they see someone. Like they play the little games, man, and then they'll see some practice guy just come out of nowhere and just be a baller.
You have to.
Speaking of which, describe the speed going from high school to college and from college to pros. Is it just percentage is better every time? I know it is from high school, but just I always say speed is one of the biggest things about making it to the league and things of that nature.
I would say that, like, when they say that, like, when you play games in like the ACC and the SEC, it's kind of similar to the NFL. It's kind of similar because everybody's fast. Like D linemen, they can run. Like them tackles, like Hamp can run. Case Hampton was like 3+ running.
Right.
Like those, like you, like
how
the big,
get down
like,
the line?
like no lie, like Dontario Poe's the most athletic big man I've ever seen in my life. He's one of the most, and then speed wise from high school, like your freshman year, that junk is fast. Like your freshman playing, like I played varsity my freshman year, that junk was fast. And then when I first got to Tech, it was fast. Like going against the first team D compared to the second team D. It's fast, but NFL, it don't matter first, second, third. Everybody's moving.
Right.
Everybody's moving.
Wow, speed kills.
Yeah, everybody's fast.
Man, hey man, we're about to take us a quick break. Before we come back, we're gonna finish up with our man JD. But let me ask you this real quick: hardest hit you ever took was in any level that you can remember?
I never let anybody get a shot at me, man. I'm gonna be real. I never got like legitimately
got that blow up like ooh.
Yeah, I never been like. If anything, it might have been in practice one day in Tech with Derek Morgan. Like someone didn't block Derek Morgan on the read option, and he came in and like he got me. But other than that, like I got hot right back up. So it wasn't like I got like like every time like my mom always knows that if I get hit, I hit hard. I hop right up quick.
Yeah. Hey man, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
The dream of the future, brought to reality by Sensation Station Network.
This is Bobby Yalla.
This is Judge Hatchett.
Lamar Batman Carroll.
Yo, this is Teddy Parrish.
This is Keon Carpenter, former Atlanta Falcon. You are tuned into The Crush on
Sensation Station Network.
To the 9 o'clock hour, brought to you by the Lifeline Project Cobb Douglas Community Service Board. Lifeline provides free HIV testing at its site in Marietta Monday through Friday. Lifeline is committed to educating the community on HIV, decrease the public's awareness while decreasing the myths and stigma around the virus. For more information, call 770-499-2422 or go on the web at cobbcsb.com. All right, man, wrap it up, man. Where you at now? Just tell us, everybody, what's going on with you right now, bro.
Right now, I'm still training. I'm still waiting for opportunity. Took some time off a little bit since the season's been going, it's almost to the end. But starting to pick it back up, have some opportunities maybe to go play in Canada. Hopefully, I want to, get back to playing in the NFL, obviously. But if it's God's will, it's God's will. But I'm also training kids down at Fury Performance down in Woodstock. So anybody that wants to get right from the ages of 5 all the way to college, if you want to, train, no matter what position you play, no matter what sport you play, there's a lot of different trainers out there that can help out and just come through.
We've had Joe on here with his cutoff shirt.
Now, Super Georgia Tech fan Dede Westbrook.
Oh,
she
yeah.
talking about
her.
Yeah, she talking about your stiff arm.
Oh, yeah?
Is that your trademark?
It's in my repertoire. It's in my repertoire. It's in my resume. I use it every day. It's pretty consistent. I use it pretty consistently.
Wow. So, contact. You've loved to run over and drop that helmet or that shoulder a lot in your career. Would you rather go through somebody or get around them to get to where you need to go?
I dabble, man. It just depends on the mood. Like if we're down a little bit, or it's early in the game, I'm trying to set the tempo, trying to set send the message of what type of game this is going to be. Because especially DBs, some DBs they don't like to hit. There's a lot of guys who do. There's some guys that don't, and after a while, they don't want to keep hitting you over and over.
Right.
Even some linebackers, they don't want to keep hitting you over and over. So after a while, they're going to want to just sit there, and then you can make a move on them because they're just putting their head down, just trying to, make something happen. So I try to mix it up a little bit.
The recovery time for an NFL running back, is that real? Everybody talk about it like it's tough to get out of bed on Monday.
Think about being in a car accident.
Wow.
So, the guys, the dudes who got to play Thursday night, bless their hearts. They're not right. Mm-hmm. So them dudes that come out on Thursday night, they're playing off pure adrenaline.
Wow.
They're not 100% coming from that Sunday.
You got 3 days to prepare.
Yeah.
Man.
So after Sunday, you don't feel good until probably Saturday.
Wow.
Then you gotta go right back and do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you might feel better on Friday, but as the season wears on, the days get later in the week.
Wow.
It's tough business, man.
That's why Thursday be looking like they do.
I say it all the time.
No
they be
doubt.
I saw Richard Sherman talk about it today. They hate it. I hated it. I mean, it was cool because you got to play, then you had the rest of the weekend off.
Right, you have those 10 days off.
Yeah, but
you got to go through. You got to get through the game.
Yeah, but once you play that Sunday and you got to come back and play that Thursday, don't let it be a late Sunday night game.
Right.
Don't let you have a late game on Sunday. Or you travel from across the country and you got to get all the way back.
Right.
I know Seattle's hurting because they had to travel from Green Bay all the way back to Seattle. Probably didn't get back until 1 a.m. or something.
Right, and then they got to go play the Rams. So.
Yeah. I don't care who it is. You still
Thursday.
play professional athletes.
It don't matter who you're playing. I mean, it's gonna be sloppy a little bit.
And the Rams always play them tough too. So
it's gonna be a physical
the Rams
game.
got their number.
Yeah, we got to get to those picks. But Rams always play them tough. So
yeah, it's gonna be a physical game for them.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So JD, man, as always, thank you for coming through, bro. We did the phone call. I was like, nah. When I found you back, okay now. He's just like, okay, all right, Cole, let's do this, man. Let's do this,
man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm always willing to come back for sure.
Even dope in person, dude. Even though you was Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
I was gonna say, even though I'm looking at the man with all the
I mean, because like I say,
here is Petty Tendergrass. Go ahead, Petty. Petty.
Like I say, I remember your story, and I always respected the story. And like I say, more kids need to kind of be that way. Stop being so in love with, that school recruit me, that's where I'm going, and not doing their homework on it.
Yeah, man, you gotta do your homework. Got to. Yeah. You're making one of the biggest decisions of your life.
All right, Mace.
There he is.
I've got 2 of the guys who've been retired at Cale High School. Brian Randolph and him. So I got to get Taylor in here one day. So
okay, let's do it.
Let's work on it.
Hollister?
Yeah. We'll be right back, man.
Okay, so 5 tacos, a cheese, and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want to
stadium.
be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and